Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. Welcome to a new little fall vlog. I'm so excited. I just finished work, so I'm extra excited, and I'm so extra excited that I decided to start this video a day early because it was just gonna be Thursday and Friday, because the theme of this video is gonna be romanticizing fall, finding whimsy and magic in the little moments, because I wish I could go to the pumpkin patch and the haunted house every day, but unfortunately, you know, we have to be adults and work, and some of us are students and parents and all that jazz. And so I really think, as much as like the fall bucket list items are so fun, you gotta romanticize just the day to day and find little things to do that add a little, you know, spooky whimsy and a little pumpkin magic to your life. So yeah, my plan was to do like one in-office work day and one work from home day. I don't typically film my in-office work days because honestly they're just like boring. I just go to work and I work. Then I come home, you know what I mean? And I listen to audiobooks and it's like a fun time. But the drive in the fall is beautiful, and I've been like letting myself get a little coffee treat when I go into the office once a week. So I'm gonna take you guys along for that. But I also thought I would share my evening with you guys because Matt has gone to dinner with his dad. He was like, hey, I'm gonna grab dinner with my dad tonight. And I'm like, bye, see ya. I'm about to have a spooky good time at home, me and the girls and you. So I was like, have fun, see ya. I'm gonna make a girl dinner and watch a Halloween movie. So that's the plan. We're gonna have a cozy little night at home, but we're gonna start it off by going for a walk. We always go for a walk after work, but I live in a really small town. We literally have a main street, you know? And so the walk with the dogs, you know, we do it backwards, we do it forwards. We try to switch it up as much as we can, but especially in the fall, it's so fun to go walk on a trail. And that is like one of my biggest tips for romanticizing fall, is just like switching it up, especially like if you're going into work, like switch up your commute, maybe take the longer drive that has really scenic views, go for a walk at lunch. And I love just like switching up the walk and seeing the foliage from like different, you know, trails and paths and all that stuff. So I thought that could be really nice, and it gives me a chance to work on Lila's recall as well. If you guys are new here, we have two dogs. We have a 5-year-old Lab Rottweiler mix named Stella Rooney, Bubba Rooney, and we have a 2-year-old foster fail named Lila, aka Lila Bean, and she is what we believe a blackmouth cur, which is a hunting and herding dog mix. Stella's been like recalled since she was a puppy, but obviously since we got Lila around 1, you know, we didn't really know. Well, she didn't have recall because she had a different name. I'm not sure if every foster company does this, but for us, they changed her name when she was put up on the foster website so that the previous owners couldn't like find a way to take her back. Not that they would, because they literally abandoned her, but you know what I mean. Anyways, they changed her name. So we're working on her recall. It's pretty good, honestly, off leash, but she doesn't have an ear tag or anything. So we're just working on it. We have a 30-foot leash, and it's a good chance, like I said, to do a little bit of training with them. Got some treats, and yeah, but I wanted to come on and start the vlog. I'm just so excited. Happy October. Welcome to a new vlog. Let's go on a walk. I love pumpkin beer. I feel like you either love or hate pumpkin beer. It's not something that you can just tolerate. Like, you either love it or hate it. And certain brands are gross. Certain brands are like very artificially, but this brand is new to me. I just saw it when I was at the LCBO the other day, and I'm just a sucker for good packaging. Foolishly good beer. Surrender your soul to this devilishly, that's a hard word to say, devilishly drinkable pumpkin treat. And I just, what better way to celebrate October 1st, honestly. I just went for a really big walk. The girls and I had a great time at the park. We had a good recall session. It's kind of like hard to film when I have both dogs with me, so I tried to get a few clips, and then I went for a walk by myself. I try to go for a walk, like today's today's a rest day. So typically after work is when I work out, and if I am not working out, I'll go for a walk by myself just so that the girls can have some alone time, especially because I work from home most of the days. So most of the days, why did I say that like that? Most days. Listen to my audiobook. I just started, for what feels like the 5th time, the book. Why am I talking so weird today? One Dark Window, the first book in the Shepherd King duology. I have tried to start this book like 5 times, and it's not because I didn't like it. It's just because every time I start it, it's never in the fall, and it's one of those books that I'm like, I have to read this in the fall. And so I put it up as a pick for our Fable Book Club, which is always linked down below, by the way, in case you want to join and read it this month with us. And I was like, surely no one's going to vote for it. I'm pretty sure everyone's read it. And it actually won. So we're reading One Dark Window this month. I have the audio for Two Twisted Crowns on Audible. I must have like bought it when it was on sale, but I got the audio for One Dark Window through the library. And unfortunately for me, I was a dum-dum and I left the physical book out in a rainstorm. So I don't even have a physical book anymore, but I told myself if I read it and I love it, I can get the special editions because they just came out and they're gorgeous. But yeah, this is me the other day. I'm sitting outside in the hammock, reading my little book. I'm like, I'm gonna, you know, start with the physical book, and then if the audiobook comes through the library, I can read that. And I'm like reading, it's cute, I'm sitting in the hammock. Matt's like, you know, putting grass seed down. And I left it outside, and they weren't calling for rain, which I should have brought it in to begin with. I've never done this before, but I just got like sidetracked. I came inside, and then it rained overnight. Love that for me. So we're doing it on audio right now because I don't have a physical book, and I'm not gonna go out and buy the special edition, like, or like another copy until I've read it and loved it. Cause like, what if I read it and I don't like it, and then I'm stuck with this special edition? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and make some dinner. I have been craving sort of like apple brie grilled cheese. It's not Matt's favorite, so it's one of those things I like to have when he's not home. We also have broccoli cheddar soup from Costco. So I think I'm gonna do like a bacon brie and apple grilled cheese. I also have boursin. So I was thinking of putting some of that one on. I have like the chive and garlic one. I thought that would be so yummy on the grilled cheese with a little soup. That sounds perfect. Happy October 1st, everybody. Good morning, you guys. Happy Thursday. I woke up in the best mood ever. It is crisp, it is cool outside, but it is sunny. I think we're gonna have a great day. I don't know what this action is, but honestly, I'm in a good mood. You're probably saying, Carter, were you not wearing a different sweater like in the last clip? Yes, and only 30 minutes has passed between now and then, and I did in fact spill coffee all over it because I am the clumsiest person in the world. Matt often makes fun of how much laundry I have because I'm always spilling something on myself, but I'll take any occasion to break out the Salem sweater. It's the first time I'm wearing it all year because it's one of those like fleece lined ones, so I feel like you gotta wait till it's extra chilly, and this is just like one of those little moments where you're like, oh, there's no feeling quite like breaking out a fleece lined sweater and it being like the perfect temperature to wear it. So I am just all cozied up. I just made myself a little tea. Why did I pick it up like this? This is really fucking hot. Ginger peach tea to start the workday because my sweet husband has been bringing me coffee in bed. I always get asked like how your partner can support you when you're struggling with your mental health. And for me, it's just like showing up in little ways that are like, I see you, I'm here for you, I support you. And sometimes that's like listening to me while I cry and tell him about my feelings. And sometimes it's just like a little act that starts the day off on the right note. And that is something that like, it just makes my day. So anyways, he's been bringing me, he usually does it on the weekends, but he's been bringing me coffee in bed so that I can like wake up to the smell of coffee. And it's just really, really sweet. It's like one of those little small acts that like love shows up in small ways. Anyways, I've already had a coffee today. I would love to have a second one, but we gotta pace ourselves. Like it's just almost about 8 o'clock. So I made myself a little ginger peach tea. Why do I keep picking it up this way? It's freaking hot. And yeah, so we got a cozy mug of goodness to start the workday off. Also, that show, Haunted Hotel, is so good. You guys need to watch it, especially if you want something shorter to watch. Sometimes I just don't want to commit to like a 50, 60-minute show. That and What We Do in the Shadows, the perfect fall spooky season show, under 30 minutes. It was hilarious. I watched the first 2 episodes last night, and then Matt came home around like 9 and was like, oh my gosh, have you heard about the show? I really want to start it. And then I was like, no way. I literally just watched the first 2 episodes. I wasn't too sure if you'd want to watch it. So then we watched the first 2 episodes again. And honestly, it was like a great time. I'm going to go ahead and start work for the day. My plan is I'm going to go get my nails done after work. I haven't had my nails done in a while. And Matt was like, do you want to go get your nails done? I'll pay for it. And I was like, say less. Say less. So we're going to go get our nails done. I think I just like, I anxiously bit the dip off, which is so bad, but I'm an anxious nail biter too, so having my nails done just like keeps me from biting my nails. If I miss one nail appointment, then I just like am out of like the cycle of getting my nails done. So we're gonna get them done today. I really want to get like a dark red, like a chocolatey red. That doesn't make sense. I don't know, some sort of like fall color I think would be nice. And then Thanksgiving is next week in Canada, so I thought it'd be nice to just have my nails done, and then we leave for Berlin like a day after Thanksgiving. So I figured I'll just get them done for the trip and everything now. I also want to stop and pick up some pumpkins to decorate our front porch and put out, like I haven't even put out the doormat or anything yet, and our deck is like not in the best condition. It definitely needs to be redone, but I still want to decorate, so I'm gonna pick up some pumpkins. I believe there's like a pumpkin farm or a pumpkin stand on my way to get my nails done, so I might try and stop there super quick. Happy Thursday. Let's get this bread. Let's get this pumpkin bread. Let's get this spooky day going. Let's do this. Here is my pumpkin haul, everybody. I think that's like the best kind of haul to have. The amount of serotonin I felt after leaving this little pumpkin farm was truly unmatched. Also, have you actually ever seen anything cuter in your life than this tiny pumpkin? She had so many tiny ones. I think I might go back and get some for the table for Thanksgiving. And she was like, ah, just throw those in there. I got all of this for the price of 2 pumpkins at the store, which is kind of crazy. Like 2 big pumpkins at the store, which is wild. I also love these ones, and I'm just so excited to decorate the front porch. These ones are my favorite kind of pumpkin. I don't know, they just kind of look cartoony to me. I'll put them on the screen. I think it's like a princess pumpkin or something, but they are absolutely stunning. So those are the pumpkins. These are the nails. And we're gonna go decorate the front porch, kind of sweep it, give it a little clean, and I am so excited. Okay, gonna change into some PJs. These ones have little stars on them. They're kind of like celestial witchy vibes. They're new. They're from Indigo. I should have got them last year and then I didn't. And then they brought them back this year and I was like, I talked to some people and they were like, we usually only keep the PJ sets for like the seasonal ones for like, you know, 2-3 years. So I was like, I'm gonna grab these. I do love a good seasonal PJ. I'm not gonna lie. It does help me romanticize the seasons. Absolutely not necessary, but I just love a PJ set. It makes me feel put together. And when my mental health is crumbling, a good matching PJ set really does help. So I'm gonna put these on. I think we'll watch an episode of House of Guinness, blow dry my hair, get ready for bed, all that jazz, and then I'll probably talk to you guys in the morning. I'm hoping to get some good reading in tonight of my Carrie Lake book because I'm really loving that so far. Yeah, but that's the update. Red sauce pasta and a matching PJ set. I'm ready to take on the world. Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. I'm just like about to head out the door. So I wanted to say good morning before I completely forget to intro. Today, I am just about to head into the office. These little pumpkins, they bring me so much serotonin. I just put one here at the entryway. My work outfit is super simple. I'm just wearing black trousers, a little black tank top. I just tucked it in so you couldn't see my like skin, and then just like a little plaid shirt. I don't know why I'm doing this, but also my nails, very cute. They're like a dark maroony kind of color. Cute and casual, but also like fun for work. I don't know, it's Friday. No one's really ever in the office on Fridays anyways. And we got a buggy, we gotta go. I need to put my coffee into a to-go cup. And I'm working a shorter day today, which is why I didn't go into work with Matt. I'm like starting a little bit later than him and I'm ending a little bit later because today's actually supposed to be my day off. But I have a few in-person meetings to take, and then that way I can just like run errands while I'm in the city after. Kind of works out. If you guys are new here, I'm like an hourly corporate employee. I'm not salaried, so I kind of just get to, well, I work 4 days a week normally, and then we're just in a busy season right now, so I usually end up having to work on my day off, but I can like at least pick my hours, which is nice. I'm also trying a bunch of new backpacks out for an Instagram and TikTok series where I'm looking for the perfect backpack. So today's backpack is this like Calpac Luca dupe. I've already tried a Poppy and Peonies one, and Nexus base, and I'm going back and forth on Calpac still because their final sale shipping to Canada. But this is like a Calpac dupe. I've had my Lululemon one for the last like 5 years. I've loved her, but she doesn't have any like storage. Like it's just like a backpack and one big compartment, and I just feel like I need some more organizers. I want something a little bit bigger, but not too much bigger. And anyways, that's, yeah, we're going on that journey if you want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok for that. I've also been posting them to shorts. I'm gonna put the sunglasses on my head before I forget. I'm gonna pour it in this to-go cup that they're just like leftover from last year. They're just like nice because they fit in the cup holder from like Marshall's. I don't know if I have a lid for this though. We're feeling a little chaotic this morning, truthfully. So, okay, we're just gonna have to take this. But happy Friday. We're gonna have a great day. I have to go run some errands after work. I need to go to Michael's and exchange a photo frame. And then while I'm there, I wanna look at wreaths for the front door. A fall one, just because obviously you guys saw we decorated last night. And then I want to pop into HomeSense really quick and look at the fall stuff they have. I'm shooting a really exciting kind of like last minute campaign next week with one of my favorite wine brands. You guys will know when you see it, you'll be like, yeah, that checks out. My favorite wine brand. I squealed. They wanted to do like a Halloween date night brand deal, so I'm gonna go check and see if there's anything I need for the campaign. Just like take a look. I always feel like browsing, even if you don't get anything, is just like kind of nice to get you in the mood for fall and kind of like immerse yourself in the season. So we're gonna go walk around, take a peruse. The only thing I feel like is this time of year, the Christmas stuff is already coming out, so it already feels kind of like almost picked over for fall. So who knows what they're gonna have. And then I wanna stop at Farm Boy and pick up, just because Farm Boy is kind of close to work, I'll pick up some cinnamon sticks. Did I need anything else? Oh, granola. So I'll stop there because I want to make a fun little cocktail tonight with apple cider, maybe like some sparkling wine, almost like a cider spritz. I thought that would be so yummy because it's Friday. We're gonna have some homemade pizzas. That's like one of my favorite ways to romanticize the seasons, is like a fun cocktail or mocktail. So anyways, we're gonna head into work. Maybe I'll grab some clips of my drive into work. Like I'll put my phone up and just record it because it's so beautiful, the fall drive into work. And then yeah, we'll see what the day holds. But cheers, happy Friday. I'm going to get going, listen to the new Taylor Swift album, and we're gonna have ourselves a good day. My boss also just texted me and asked if I wanted a coffee, so we love that. But this is the bag we're using today. Happy Friday. Cheers. We're home from work, hair is up. Sweatpants are on. I'm ready to have a fun Friday night. I think we're gonna do a little like living room, not necessarily sleepover, but just like a fun little living room movie night. Bring the mattress downstairs. I feel like I mentioned this last year. I will link down below. I have a whole video on romanticizing fall and like all my tips and tricks and things. But one thing for me is like just connecting with my inner child, because I think what makes Halloween so special is that nostalgia that we all had as a kid, and just like the, you know, believing in ghosts and the spookiness of it as a kid, and it just felt extra special, kind of like Christmas. So I thought that we could have like a little living room movie night, and that would be so much fun. We're gonna make pizza, homemade pizza is what we usually do on Fridays. Make a little, like I said, some sort of like apple cider cocktail, and I'm really looking forward to it. Also, I didn't end up getting much when I was out. Honestly, it was pretty picked over. I think that's what happens when you start putting Halloween stuff out in like July and August. It's all picked over by October, and it was all Christmas stuff. And I cannot get over the price of those wreaths at Michael's. I almost had a heart attack. And there wasn't any that I was like, oh, this is like what I want. I really liked it looked almost like Christmas ornaments, and it had a ghost, and it was black and white and orange. But I almost pooped my pants when I saw the price of that. Like, that was crazy. So we didn't get a wreath, but we did get some granola. Very exciting. I wanted some sort of like fall spiced granola, and I found this maple spice one. I love this brand, the Prana brand. They make a really good like oatmeal cookie granola. So anyways, got that for some yogurt bowls with some peaches. Yum. Cinnamon sticks for our cocktails tonight. And then I was looking for some paper plates for dessert. We're hosting Thanksgiving. We're doing spaghetti again. We did it last year. It was kind of like a misfit Thanksgiving. Kind of whoever wanted to come and had no plans could come. Because my dad was hunting, so we had my mom, my siblings, I think my grandparents were here, and then a few of our neighbors that had no plans. And we're doing the same thing this year, because like a turkey just feels like so much work. We're doing spaghetti. Who doesn't love spaghetti? Garlic bread, Caesar salad, all of it. And I wanted to just pick up some napkins and some dessert plates, because Thanksgiving in Canada is next week. Our Thanksgiving is early. How cute are these turkey plates for dessert? I think they are adorable. So I picked those up, and then some little just like napkins to have as well. A very riveting haul, if I do say so myself. And Matt should be home in like an hour and a half. I'm not quite too sure what I want to do. I feel like I'm in a little bit of a reading slump. I've been reading a little bit here and there, but I'm just like not really getting into anything right now. I feel like I had 2 5-star reads back to back with Fireline by Maggie Gates and then Tourist Season by Bryn Weaver, that I'm like riding this high from that, and I'm coming down from the high right now. So I haven't just like, I've been reading little bits here and there. Like I started that Josh Richards book, and I've been reading that Carrie Lake book as well, but I'm kind of just like not really in the mood, and I'll never force myself to read or listen to an audiobook if I'm not feeling it. So I haven't really been reading much at all this week, but I thought it'd be really nice to maybe read a graphic novel, just because I feel like when I'm in a slump, those kind of help, because they're fun, they're fast paced. Obviously like a graphic novel, there's a lot of fun photos. So I was thinking about going to sit outside in the hammock and reading a graphic novel for a little bit. I'm so sleepy right now. I'm kind of craving an apple cider and Coke. Matt and I tried that the other day, and don't knock it till you try it. It's so good. We did like 3/4 Diet Coke, 1/4 apple cider, and it tasted like a fall Diet Coke. It tastes exactly what you think it would taste like. You know what I mean? When you try something, or like when you make a cocktail and you're like, this is exactly what I thought it would taste like. That's what it is, but it is really, really yummy. So I might have a little Diet Coke and apple cider. Honestly, it was so good. I'm feeling a little tired. I'm feeling like I have decision paralysis right now. Like I can't decide what to do. So you guys will see what we decide to do, and then we'll spend the evening together, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I feel like this week has been a little bit on the, like that's the whole point, is you're like romanticizing the everyday moments. But sometimes I'm like, did I do enough in this vlog? Like, did we even do anything fun? But I think that that's just life. Like life is repetitive, life is mundane, and you really have to find those little moments that make life more exciting. Like a fun cocktail or mocktail, or honestly going to the pumpkin patch yesterday, or like stopping, it was like more of like a little like pumpkin farm. Stopping after getting my nails done brought me so much serotonin, and I was like, why don't I do fun things on the weekdays more? Like, why are we always waiting for the weekends to do stuff? And it just made me so happy. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like this vlog, like I haven't done too much, but at the same time that's just also kind of life sometimes. So anyways, I'm gonna go make a Diet Coke because I'm literally falling asleep.